A man wakes up with no memory, no idea where he is. He stumbles through an empty spaceship, completely alone. But here's the twist. He's not a passenger. He's a prisoner, forced onto this ship against his will. And now, with most of the crew dead, he discovers the real reason he's here. Something is killing his planet, and he's the only one who can stop it. Here's the crisis. An alien microorganism called astrophage has reached Earth. It consumes solar energy. It's spreading. And with every passing day, less sunlight reaches our planet. Within decades, Earth enters a permanent ice age. Civilization collapses. The only star not infected by astrophage is Tau Ceti, 12 light years away. NASA launches one last mission. Send a person, alone, to that star system. Find out why astrophage hasn't touched it. Find a cure. Find any solution. Even if the journey is one way. That person is Ryan Gosling, a molecular biologist turned junior high school science teacher. Brilliant, but ordinary. And as he wakes, he realizes something is catastrophically wrong. He has no memory, not of his training, not of Earth's crisis, not of why he's here. He explores the ship. Every cabin is empty. There's no crew, no support team, no one but him. His mind races through impossible scenarios. Is this a dream? Is he dead or something far more sinister? As his memory returns, the truth is brutal. Ryan Gosling didn't volunteer for this mission. He tried to refuse. He told NASA exactly what they could do with their suicide mission. But humanity was dying. They sedated him. They put him on this ship against his will. The mission is impossibly simple. Arrive at Tau Ceti. Investigate why astrophage isn't there. Find a solution. If possible, return to Earth with the answer. Ryan is alone, the only human within 12 light years. But the moment he begins scanning, Ryan discovers something that changes everything. Astrophage is here at Tau Ceti too, which means the reports from Earth were wrong, which means there is no safe haven. Then he picks up something on his sensors, an active signal coming from one of the nearby planets. Ryan is not alone, and whatever is sending that signal is not human. Ryan lands the Hail Mary on an alien world. He suits up, steps out onto dirt that no human has ever touched, and he's about to meet someone who will change everything. And that's when Ryan meets Rocky. Not the species name. He doesn't learn that until later, but the nickname fits. Because Rocky is pragmatic, straightforward, and as much a problem solver as Ryan himself. Two beings from different stars, two worlds facing extinction. Communication is almost impossible. Different species, different languages, different biology, but both are scientists. And both are facing a common enemy. Slowly, painfully, they begin to understand each other, to help each other. Ryan learns Rocky's tragic history. Rocky's civilization sent ships across space centuries ago. One of those ships brought back astrophage. Now Rocky's entire civilization is dying. Just like humanity, they're both orphans of this plague. And so an unlikely partnership is born. A human and an alien, a biologist and an engineer. Two survivors separated by physics and biology, but united by a desperate need to save their worlds. Together they begin the real work. Astrophage is a microorganism unlike anything in human biology. It's almost inorganic, almost like living crystal. It doesn't just consume energy, it's efficient, deadly efficient. Given enough time, it will consume all solar radiation, reaching any planet in our galaxy. Then comes the breakthrough. After weeks of research, they identify something. Astrophage has a vulnerability. Under specific conditions, it can be killed. But the conditions are unusual, extreme. And getting that solution to both Earth and Rocky's world, that's a problem of impossible proportions. But there's a problem. The Hail Mary was designed to make one journey, to go to Tau Ceti, solve the crisis and return to Earth. Making the solution work requires staying, requires sacrifice. One choice, two worlds. Ryan closes his eyes, gathering resolve. Ryan makes his choice. He'll stay at Tau Ceti. He'll help Rocky implement the solution here. Rocky's world will be saved. And with Rocky's advanced understanding, the solution can be transmitted back to Earth. Ryan sacrifices his return home, his chance to ever see humanity again. He records a message for Earth, explains what he's discovered, explains what he's chosen to do, and explains that this message contains everything humanity needs to create the solution that will save them. All he asks is that they remember, that they understand why he chose to stay. Now comes the real challenge. They have to manufacture enough of the cure, enough to save both worlds, enough to undo years of astrophage damage. Ryan and Rocky work around the clock. Days blur into weeks. Everything goes wrong. Rocky's equipment breaks. Resources run low. There are moments where they don't think they'll make it. moments where despair creeps in. But they push, they innovate, they keep going. And then success. They successfully synthesize more of the cure, a breakthrough in the darkness. Perseverance wins. They deploy the cure across Rocky's world. The results are almost immediate. Astrophage begins to die off. The microorganism weakens. Light returns to the planet. What was frozen begins to thaw. Rocky's civilization will survive. First world saved. The formula is transmitted back to Earth. On screens and in laboratories across the planet, scientists receive the alien cure. They begin manufacturing it, deploying it. Humanity deploys the cure. Astrophage dies off, the plague is stopped. The Ice Age never comes. Billions of lives are saved. All because one man chose to sacrifice himself. Ryland Grace never sees Earth again, never returns to his species. But he's not alone, he has Rocky, he has a purpose. He has the knowledge that his sacrifice saved 2 civilizations. A new home, a life built across the stars. On Earth, Ryland Grace becomes a legend. Humanity knows exactly what he did, exactly what he gave up. His name is taught to children. His story is told for generations. He's the person who saved us all, a legacy that spans light years. Humanity remembers, forever. Project Hail Mary is about something deeper than just survival. It's about human ingenuity, about the endless ability to solve problems, to innovate, to adapt. Ryland Grace wasn't a soldier or a superhero. He was a scientist, a problem solver, and that's what saved the world, the power of human brilliance. Ryland started this mission as a reluctant hero. He didn't want to be here, he didn't volunteer, but through the journey he becomes something more. He becomes someone willing to sacrifice everything, and that's where true heroism lives, from reluctance to redemption, a true hero of 2 worlds. And perhaps the most beautiful part of this story is the friendship. In the middle of an extinction-level crisis, a real bond forms, hope in the darkness. Ryland and Rocky save each other's worlds. But more than that, they save each other, a connection that transcends biology and space. This is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. It's a story about problem-solving, sacrifice, and redemption. If you love this summary, you need to read the full book. In a universe that's trying to kill us, sometimes all we need is a problem to solve, and someone to solve it with. Resilience and creativity are our greatest strengths. Project Hail Mary reminds us of the endless drive to survive, and the ability to reach across worlds and connect. Greater than ourselves, infinite hope. If you want more book summaries like this one, subscribe to this channel. Hit that button and let us know. Would you make Ryland's choice? See you next time.